response. And the one thing that I would say to you is that they have done all of that in terms of making those calls to the relevant service providers, and unfortunately that hasn't changed the way things are. And my concern, as I mentioned earlier, is Mountbellew is a thriving town. It needs that connection, interconnection, if you like. You know, it's not just an inconvenience. I mean, you know, obviously safety is an issue as well, and older people, they all require access to mobile phone coverage, and regrettably, you have to drive at least 2 or 3 miles outside of the town of Mountbellew before you can actually use your mobile phone, and that is fundamentally damning in this day and age, if you like, where you have such a thriving village with all of the things that's going on, and including a very busy cooperative mart, as well as the third level colleges and ATU and national schools. And I think it behoves us as most maybe to put the pressure wherever is required to make sure that it's not left behind, which is where it's at today.
Thanks, Cahir. Look, I referred the deputy's queries directly to Camric myself and get a more comprehensive reply just with regard to the specific geographical area. But you know, I suppose I'm wondering aloud. I mean, I don't know whether operators have, for instance, sought planning applications or planning permissions for mass or for infrastructure in the area, and whether they have been looked favourably upon by the local authority, in this case Galway County Council. But what I suppose anecdotally, Cahir, look, all of us in this House know of situations where mobile phone coverage is poor, and it's always connected back to the lack of mobile phone infrastructure. And you know, we've all been at meetings, we've all been present to people who don't want mobile phone mess, and who yet also people who will probably contact their constituency offices saying that they have poor mobile phone coverage. Now, what will make an improvement, Deputy, is the rollout of the National Broadband Plan, because it will provide for improvement for indoor wireless coverage that can be vastly improved, and the rollout of that plan by commercial operators is significantly improving across the country, including in County Galway.